श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुस्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विशेषविवरोगिणां निधे सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभः निर्विघ्नं गुरु मे देव सर्वकार्ये सर्वदा। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। यो भारतं समधिगच्छति वाच्यमानं किं तस्य पुष्कर द्वैपायनष्टपुष्टनिष्कृतम् अप्रमेयं पुण्यपवित्रमतभावरं शिवं च यो भारतं समधिगच्छति वाच्यमानं किं तस्य पुष्कर जले अभिषेचनेन योगोषधं कनकशङ्कमयं दधाति विप्राय वेदविशेष बहुश्रुताय एकां च भारतकथां शृणुयात् समग्रां तुल्यफलं भवति तस्य च व्यासम् अष्टनप्तारं शक्ते पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे सुखदातं दपोनिधिं व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मणदे वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। नमो धर्माय महदे नमः कृष्णाय वेदसे ब्राह्मणेभ्यो नमस्कृत्य धर्मान् वक्ष्यामि शाश्वताम्। नमो भगवते तस्मै व्यासाय मतितेजसे यस्य प्रसादात् वक्ष्यामि नारायणकथाम् इमाम्। So previously we were looking at day 4 of Kurukshetra battle, war, where Bhima was leading and he was attacking the Kauravas, and Dhuryodhana sent Magadha troops with large number of elephant troops ahead of him, and then he followed with that Magadha troops behind that with his brothers. He followed that. So you're looking there, and then Bhima destroys that entire elephant force, and he was advancing, seeing that Bhishma tries to come to that position, ignoring or leaving Arjuna there. He tries to come because Bhima was destroying entire Kuru force there. So but Satyaki comes advance of him and tries to stop. So like this, on Pandava side, Abhimanyu, Draupadi's son, Nakula, Sahadeva, Satyaki, all these come supporting Bhima. And on the other side, we had a lot of other warriors, Kuru warriors, Drona, Ashwatthama, Kritavarman, and others. They are coming supporting on the other side. So like this, Satyaki was coming. Satyaki was faced by Bhurishravas. So Somadata's son comes and the battle begins between them. Bhurishravas, in anger, he pierces Satyaki with 9 arrows, and then Satyaki also similarly cuts off them and then pierces Bhurishravas with 9 arrows. Duryodhana then, with his brothers, he comes supporting Somadatta's son Bhurishravas, and similarly Pandavas also, all of them support Satyaki, surrounding him and support him. Bhima become very angry, and with his mace raised, he encounters all Duryodhana's brothers, where Duryodhana was leading. So with them, again, thousands of charioteers on the Kaurava side, they come facing Bhima. Then Nandaka, Duryodhana's brother, he pierces Bhishma with very sharp arrows. So then Duryodhana again, in very angrily, he strikes Bhima's breast with 9 arrows, and Bhima at that time tells his Sarathi, his charioteer Vishoka, that these Dhritarashtra's sons have come here to face the death today. So drive towards them. I will send them to Yama's adobe today. So having said that, he pierces Duryodhana with sharp arrows, and he pierces Nandaka in return with 3 arrows on his breast. And Duryodhana again becoming very angry. He, with 6 arrows, he pierces Bhishma, and then 3 with Vishoka, Bhima's charioteer. So Duryodhana, all along, he was very much smiling happily. He cuts off Bhima's bow as well with another arrow. Then Bhima, seeing Vishoka injured by those arrows of Duryodhana, he becomes very angry and takes up another bow and then strikes Duryodhana and cuts off his bowstring. So Duryodhana becomes very angry and he strikes Bhima between his breast. He strikes Bhima. So taking that arrow on his chest, Bhima sits down on the terrace of his chariot, and then he soons away. He faints, and then seeing that Abhimanyu and others, they could not bear, they start rushing towards Duryodhana. So while they resist Duryodhana, attacking further on Bhima, Bhima regains his consciousness and he strikes Duryodhana again with 5 arrows. Then he strikes Shalya with 25 arrows, and with those arrows, Shalya got injured and he was taken away from the battlefield. Then Duryodhana's brothers, 14 brothers, they come at Bhima. Senapati, Sushena, Jalasandha, Sulochana, Ugra, Bhimarata, Bhima, Veerabahu, Aulupa, Durmaka, Dushpradarshara, Vivitsu, Vikata, and Sama. So all these come to Bhima, facing Bhima, and start fighting with him. So then Bhima first cuts off head of Senapati with a sharp arrow. Then he pierces Jalasandha with 3 arrows and sends him to Yama's place. Then he sends Sushena. He kills Sushena, and then with a broad-headed arrow he kills Ugra. Then Bhima with 7 arrows kills Veerabahu, and then he kills Bhima and Bhimarata. Again, remember here, there is a Bhima on Duryodhana's side as well. So Dhritarashtra's one of son's name, his name is Bhima. So he kills that Bhima on Dhritarashtra's son, and so Bhimarata also killed on Dhritarashtra's son, and then he kills Sulochana. So like this, Bhima continues to kill one after another Duryodhana's brother in presence of Duryodhana himself. He starts killing. Seeing this, Bhishma, seeing all this, he tells his army, this Bhima is very angry and he's destroying Dhritarashtra's sons, all very heroic and all of them very strong. Still, he's killing all of them. So you all go and attack him. So he orders all the warriors to go and face Bhima, and Bhima again. So like this, when said like that, all of them come towards Bhima. So among them, Bhagadatta comes there with his elephant. Bhagadatta, he is Narakasura's son. Narakasura was killed by Krishna. Right? So that's why we celebrate during Diwali. The Chaturdashi day is celebrated Naraka Chaturdashi. So his son is Bhagadatta. So Bhagadatta had one of those elephants from Narakasura. So the other elephants were taken by Krishna. So he had one elephant which was very huge and very strong elephant. So he comes on that elephant and he stations in front of Bhima. So seeing that elephant coming there, all the Pandava warriors, all of them, including Bhima, they pour large number of arrows on that elephant. So pierced by that, the elephant starts bleeding. It looks beautiful, but it did not step back or anything. So Bhagadatta on that elephant, he starts having battle with Bhima. He strikes Bhima between his on the chest with his arrows. So then again, Bhima with those arrows, he again swoops away and he sits down holding his flagstaff. He sits down on his chariot. So Bhagadatta, seeing this, becomes very happy, and then he screams very loudly in happiness. Seeing this, Ghatotkacha comes there. He becomes very angry, seeing his father injured by Bhagadatta, and he immediately disappears from that place. He comes in front of Bhagadatta and disappears because using his illusion, because he is a Rakshasa, he can create illusion, and he with this illusion, he comes back with 4 elephants looking like Airavata itself, and he comes like with Airavata, Anjana, Vamana, and Mahapadma. These are Airavata's brothers, elephants. So looking like them, he comes on them from 4 directions and starts attacking that elephant of Bhagadatta. So seeing this, Bhishma addresses Drona and Dhuryodhana and all the kings. He says that this Bhagadatta is battling there and Ghatotkacha is going to kill him. So go and protect Bhagadatta. So you all go and protect. Hearing this, Drona rushes towards Bhagadatta to help him from Ghatotkacha. Seeing all the him advancing, then all the Panchalas with Pandavas headed by Yudhishthira, they come and start attacking and protecting Ghatotkacha. So the battle continues. So Bhishma as well. So once again he addresses uh, Pandavas resist again. So Drona could not advance. So the battle continues between Magadha, Ghatotkacha. Bhima recovers. The battle continues. So seeing this, Bhishma addresses Drona. He says that I do not like this fight that's happening. The Ghatotkacha is the way he's battling. Nobody can stop him. He's using his illusion and with Pandavas, Panchala warriors, and everybody that's coming. All our forces are very much tired. So let's withdraw for the evening. So we will fight again tomorrow. For today, we will withdraw. So having said that, the Kurus led by Bhishma, they all withdraw for that night, and Ghatotkacha as well. So they with Pandavas, Bhima, and everybody, they all withdraw from the battlefield. So Bhima, Ghatotkacha leading that troop back home with very happy with the victory they attained in the day, killing all the Magadha warriors and Duryodhana's brothers, eight, nine of them. Then also hurting Bhagadatta and other warriors on the Kaurava side. They become very happy and they return with uh, huge shouts. They return to their tents. So it was like that. The night came and all of them returned to their tents. Duryodhana was very unhappy with death of his brothers, and sometimes he spent some time uh, very much thoughtful, and he became very grief-stricken and in tears for his dead brothers. Uh, and then after making all the arrangements in his camp and everything for the evening, he begins to pass the time in meditation with sorrows for his brothers. So Dhritarashtra, listening to this, he says that to Sanjaya that the Pandavas, whatever they have achieved, even Devatas themselves cannot achieve. Uh, Everybody is filled with fear and wonder by what Pandavas are achieving. So my sons are humiliated in this in every way. So anxiety is becoming more and more for me. The words Vidura said is definitely going to hurt me now. Everything has happened seems to be looks like it's because of destiny. Pandavas army are killing everybody on our side, headed by Bhishma himself. But still, Pandavas are winning the victory. What's happening? Why this is happening? And I I'm unable to bear this, that my army should be repeatedly killed by Pandavas every day like this. I'm unable to bear this. So Devatas definitely punishing here. So and he asks Sanjaya, what is the reason why Pandavas are unslayable? Why it is impossible to kill them? But on the other hand, why my side warriors can be easily killed like that by the Pandavas? Why this is happening? And he says that he again cries for loss of his sons, and he says there is nobody able to protect him son, and he also concludes that death of his sons is definitely going to happen in this battle. There is no other way. So he asks, what did Duryodhana do after everybody withdrew from the troops on the fourth day from the battlefield? Went to Ted. What did Duryodhana do? What did Bhishma, Drona, Kripa, Shakuni, Jayadratha, all of them do? What did Ashwatthama do? What did Vikarna do? What all they do? Tell me all those things. And then he asked those questions. Sanjaya, again, as usual, he starts saying that listen carefully to everything that I'm going to tell you, but nothing is result of these incantations. Nothing is result of an illusion. It is not a fluke that Pandavas are winning of any of this battle. It is also not that Pandavas have created a new terror. So they are not doing something that's unusual, and they are also fighting. They all have they are very strong, and they are fighting with fair means in this battle. They are not using cunning means to defeat your sons and kill your sons. So they are desiring that fame. They always do everything that is as per the morality. They are conducting this battle just like they did even for their food or livelihoods, whatever they did, just like that in the battlefield also, they are doing with the morality. So they never uh, desist from this battle and always keeping their eyes on the dharma they are fighting. So that's why where there is dharma, there is always victory. Sanjay says that that's why it is for that Pandavas are unslayable. You cannot kill them, and also they are always victorious. Your sons, on the other hand, they are addicted, wicked souls. They are addicted to sinfulness, cruel, and wedded to mean acts. So they are always troubled Pandavas, disregarding their strength and their respectfulness. They always disregarded that. Now they are reaping the fruits of those actions, whatever they have done. That's what they are doing. So the fruits always one should enjoy whatever the one does karmas. They should always have those fruits. They will always get those fruits, and you should not be uh, alarmed by these things because repeatedly Vidura, Bhishma, Drona, myself, everybody, we all told you about these things, but you did not listen like a sick person ignoring the medicine that's prescribed to him. So Pandavas, uh, your sons already defeated. You can consider that they're already defeated. But listen again, I'm going to tell you why Pandavas are really, what is the true cause of their victory. And I will tell you this, what I heard. Duryodhana asks Bhishma the same question. Why, seeing his brothers and all the charioteers, Vratis, Maharathis on his side, everybody in that battle getting defeated by the Pandavas' hands, he asked the same question. Listen to all that, what that discussion happened between Duryodhana and Bhishma. So Sanjaya continues his narration. So Duryodhana, after the end of that fourth day, where his brothers got killed and his army again destroyed by Bhima and Arjuna, Bhishma, Drona, Kritavarma, Ashwatthama, all these warriors, and Duryodhana himself could not resist that. He goes to Bhishma and he says, Drona, yourself, Shalya, Kripa, Ashwatthama, Kritavarma, Sudakshina of Kamboja king, Bhurishrava, Vikarna, Bhagadatta, all these are great prowess. So all of you are regarded as mighty Ratis, Maharathis, Atirathis. All of you are again highborn, prepared to throw your own lives in this battle. So even three worlds matched together, united together, they cannot face up to you, any of you. So even when you are all united, still cannot uh, hurt Pandavas. So explain me why this is happening. So Duryodhana asks the same question. So why this is happening even when all of you are who can defeat the entire three worlds are unable to do anything when you are united. Okay, individually you can battle against the three worlds, but here united together you cannot do anything. Why this is happening? So Bhishma says that listen to the words I'm going to tell you. Even though frequently I told you about all these things, you did not listen. I always said, let peace be made with Pandavas. And even now, I'm saying you make peace with Pandavas because that is beneficial to both you and the rest of the world. So it is not just you, everybody, it is good if you make the peace. So you enjoy this earth, this kingdom with your brothers happily with Pandavas. Enjoy that. I tried, I cried many times way before you, so but you did not listen to any of that. You always disregarded Pandavas uh, in this whatever they asked, and you disregarded them and you troubled them. So the effect is what is you are experiencing. But also, I'll tell you why Pandavas are unslayable, why it is not possible to gain victory over them. There was not, and there is not, and there was not, there will not be anybody in all the worlds who would be able to defeat Pandavas who are protected by the one who wields Saranga. So that is Krishna, who is protected by Pandavas, who is protected by Krishna. There is nobody, there will not be anybody, then there wasn't anybody who can defeat those Pandavas. So I'll tell you an ancient story which was recited to me by the rishis. Uh, and so Bhishma here starts narrating an ancient story to Duryodhana why they are protected. So he says that in the olden days, all the Deva Rishis, Devatas and everything, they all united together. They come to Brahma himself in the Gandhamadana mountain, and then Brahma seated in his case in the middle of everybody. He sees an excellent chariot station in the firmament, and which is blazing with effulgence, and realizing who that is and everything knowing about it by its meditation and joining his hands with restrained heart, Brahma starts worships that divine being. And he, rishis and all the devatas, seeing that form displayed, all stood up and joined their hands, and with their eyes fixed, that wonder, they were all looking and worshipping that divine being, all of them worshipping duly. Brahma, who knows the Parabrahma, he knows the Paramatma, highest, the morality. He starts eulogizing, he will start praying that divine being. He starts worshipping that. So here is Brahma's prayers to that divine being. He says, Jagada Jagatah Srishta Param Dharmavit. Sorry, one second. So here Brahma worships that divine being that they all see, devatas and rishis, everybody see. He says Brahma worships by saying, Jagada Jagata Srishta Parama Dharmavit Vishwavasur Vishwamurtir Vishvesho Vishwakseno Vishwakarma Vashicha Vishveshwaro Vasudevosi Tasmat Yogatmanam Daivatam Tvam Upaimi Vishwavaso Vishwamurtir Vishwakseno Janardana Vishwakarta Vishwapatir Devadeva Jagatpate Yogeshwara Namastestu Samsararnavatarana Jaya Vishwa Mahadeva Jaya Lokaye Hiteirata Jaya Yogeshwara Vibho Jaya Yoga Paravara Padmagarbha Vishalaksha Jaya Lokeshwareshwara Bhutapapi Bhavannata Jaya Saumyatmaja Atmaja Asankheya Gunajeya Jaya Sarva Parayana Narayana Sudushpara Jaya Shankha Dhanurdhara Sarva Guhya Gunopeta Vishwamurte Niramaya Vishveshwara Mahabhavo Jaya Lokartha Tatpara Mahoraga Varahadya Rishike Harikesha Vibhojaya Harivasa Vishami Isha Vishwavasa Mitavya Vyaktavidastana Netendriya Snendriya Asankheyatma Bhavajna Jaya Gambira Kamada Ananta Vidita Prajna Nityam Bhuta Vibhavana Karyagar Kritakarya Kritapajna Dharmajna Vijaya Jaya Guhyatman Sarvabhutatma Spada Sambhuta Sambhava Bhutartha Tattvalokesha Jaya Bhuta Vibhavana Atmayone Mahabhaga Kalpa Sankshepa Tatpara Udbhavana Mahonodbhava Jaya Brahma Janapriya Nisarga Sarga Bhidara Birata Kamesha Parameshwara Amrutodbhava Sadbhava Yugagne Vijayaprada Prajapati Pade Deva Padmanabha Mahabala Atmabhuta Mahabhuta Karmatman Jaya Karmada Pado Tavadya Dhara Devi Disho Bahur Divam Shira Murtisteham Suraha Kayas Chandradityosha Jakshushe Balam Tapascha Satyam Cha Dharma Kamatmaja Prabho Tejogni Pavanashas Abhatte Sveda Sambhavaha Ashwin Shravano Nityam Devi Jivva Saraswati Veda Samskara Nishtahi Tvaidham Jagat Ashritam Na Sankhya Na Parimanam Na Tejo Na Parakramam Na Balam Yoga Yogesha Janimas Tena Sambhavam Tvadbhakti Nirata Deva Nemai Sva Samaidaha Acharyamaha Sada Vishnu Paramesha Maheshwaram Rishyo Devagandharva Yaksharaksha Pannagaha Pishacha Manushaachaiva Mragabakshi Sarisravaha Eva Madi Maya Srishtam Prativyam Tatra Sadachidam Padmanava Vishalaksha Krishna Dussapnanashana त्वं गतिः सर्वभूतानां त्वं नेतातुं जगन्मुखं तत्प्रसादेन देवेश सुखिनो विबुधा सदा पृथिवी निर्भया देव तत्प्रसादात् सदा भवत् तस्माद्भव विशालाक्ष यदुवंश विवर्धन धर्मसंस्थापनार्थाय दैतेयानां वधाय च जगतो धारणार्थाय विज्ञाप्यं कुरु मे प्रभो ये यदि एतत् परमं गुह्यं तत्प्रसादामयं विभो वासुदेव तद् एतत् मे तत् मयोद्गीतं यथा तदम् सृष्टा संकर्षणं देवं स्वयं आत्मानम् आत्मना कृष्णत्वम् आत्मना आत्मस्राक्षी प्रद्युम्नं च संभवम् प्रद्युम्नाच्चानिरुद्धं त्वं य विदुर विष्णुम् अव्ययम् अनिरुद्धो सृजन् मां वै ब्रह्माणं लोकधारणं वासुदेवमयं सोऽहं त्वयैवास्मि विनिर्मितः वासुदेवेति त्वं विद्यात् येनाहं निर्मितप्रभो तस्माद् याचामि लोकेश चतुरात्मनान् आत्मना विभज्य भागेषु व्रज मनुष्यतां विभो तत्रासुरवधं कृत्वा सर्वलोकसुखाय वै धर्मं स्थाप्य यश प्राप्य योगं प्राप्स्यति तत्त्वतः त्वां हि ब्रह्मस्य लोके देवाश्चामितविक्रमः तैस्तैश्च नामभिर्भक्ता गायन्ति परमात्मकम् सर्वभूतेश्वरं देवं योगं योगेश्वरं भ्रुवं स्थिताच्च सर्वे त्वयि भूतसङ्गाः कृत्वा श्रियं त्वं वरदः सुबाहो अनादिमध्यान्तम् अपारयोगं लोकस्य सेतुं प्रवदन्ति विप्राः. So Brahma worships like this that divine being that seen in the sky. Then Bhishma continues narration. So it's like this, when that deity, that Deva was worshipped by Brahma like this, he says in deep voice saying that through yoga I know all that what you wished from me. So it will be as you wish. So it will as you wish. So Brahma does not say anything. So that divine being says that it will be as you wish. I will do everything. So saying this, that person disappeared from then and there. Then all the devas, rishis, gandharvas, everybody assembled there. They were filled with great wonder and curiosity. They asked Brahma, who is that one that came there and worshipped by you yourself with such humility, praised with such high words? Who is that? We want to know that. So all the devas, rishis asked Brahma. Then Brahma explains to devas, rishis, gandharvas, everybody. He says that he is called Tat. He is called Tat. Tat means that. Okay, so he is that. So again, we see in the Upanishad Vakya Tattvamasi, right? So you are that. So thou are that. So it is that means you are that. That means that Paramatma. So here Tat means Paramatma Swarupa, Supreme Being. Okay, so Brahma says that he is called Tat and he is the Supreme. He is the existent at present who will be for all the time, and he is the highest self. He is the Paramatma. He is the soul of, he is the Atma of all the beings. He is the great Lord. He is the Deva Ishvara of everybody. And I was talking even with his ever cheerful self. So he says that the Lord of that this universe was solicited by me. I was praising him for the good of this universe, to take birth among the mankind in the family of Vasudeva. So I again said unto him, for the slaughter of asuras who had taken birth among the world of men, I asked them. So those daityas, rakshasas, all of them are fierce form of great strength. They all need to be killed in the battle. So that's why I asked him to take birth among the men. So indeed, that illustrious and mighty Bhagavan, he will be taking birth among the human womb. He will live on the earth accompanied by Nara. He will live with Nara. And those two are best of the rishis, Nara and Narayana. They are incapable of defeated even by devatas united together. All of them, they are of immeasurable effulgence. Those rishis, Nara and Narayana, they are born together they will be born together in the world of men, and they will not be known by anybody who is fool. So any fool will not recognize them, but others will recognize. So he is again from that Paramatma, even I am born from him. That is Vasudeva. So I am also born from that in this universe. I came from that Vasudeva, that supreme Deva, and from him only he is worthy of everybody's prayers, and he is of great energy. And such being, he is holding, bearing conch shell, discus, mace. He is ever should be never should be disregarded by a man, so he should be worshipped by everyone. And he is the supreme mystery, he is the supreme refugee, he is supreme Brahma, he is the supreme glory, he is the Paramatma, he is without decay, he is unmanifest, he is eternal, he is always there, and he is the one who is known as Purusha. Though nobody can comprehend him, nobody will can say he is like this or that or whatever. So that's why nobody can comprehend. And that divine being is sun, is also supreme energy, a supreme felicity, supreme truth. And that's why Lord Vasudeva should never be disregarded by a man, by all the asuras, devatas, with Indra and everybody. Nobody should disregard Vasudeva. And the person who of foolish understanding, who is called a wretch, that person disregards word and speaks Rishikesha Vasudeva as only as a man. So otherwise, they will know that he is the Paramatma himself, has taken birth. So that Krishna, he is the yogi, or is entering the human form, he will be there and he will take birth in there. So the one who disregards that one who is having that diadem and Kaustubha gem, and the one who dispels all the fears of his friends, that person will sink into darkness. So that means ajnana, he will have this samsara birth again and again. So hearing this, so Brahma addresses Devata, saying that Vasudeva should be adored by everybody and worshipped by everybody. So Bhishma, narrating this to Dhuryodhana, he continues saying that having said all these words unto those rishis in those olden days, Brahma, dismissing all of them, prepared unto his own adobe, and Devatas, Gandharvas, everybody, all of them listening to that. They listen to what Brahma has spoken. By Brahma, they all repaired to Swarga. So Bhishma says that this is what I have heard about Vasudeva, the ancient one, the Purana Purusha. I have heard about him from Jamadagni's son Parashurama himself, and Markandeya and Vyasa, and also Narada. I have heard about him from all of them. So Vasudeva is the eternal Ishvara. He is the Paramatma, his supreme God, and of all the words, he is the great master. And from him, Brahma himself has sprung. He is the father of the universe. The father of the universe, Brahma himself, has come from him. So he should be adored. So, but even all the rishis forbidden you, saying don't go to war with Vasudeva, and who has Pandavas, when Pandavas are with him, who don't go there, you still did not listen to that. So that's why I regard you as the wicked Rakshasa. So Bhishma says that one because Brahma himself said those wicked people will not realize Vasudeva. And here Bhishma saying that because you did not realize that Vasudeva, even when all those rishis said, you are a Rakshasa and you are enveloped in darkness. Darkness is ajnana, tamas. So you are in that. So Bhishma says that it is that's why you hate Govinda and Dhananjaya. You hate them, Nara Narayana. You hate them. They are divine Nara and Narayana. So Narayana and Nara. So that's he is the one eternal, unfading, all-pervading the universe. He is unchanging ruler, creator, upholder of all the things, and he is the truly one that is existent. So Bhishma again praises here Krishna, Govinda. He praises saying Lokabhava Bhavajna Iditvam Nardo Bhavet Bhutam Bhavyam Bhavishyam cha Markandeyo Bhyuvachah Yajnanam chaiva yajnam tvam tapasamapi devanapi devam cha tvam ahava bhagavan bhrugu पुराणे भैरवं रूपं विष्णो भूतपते वै वासुदेवो वसूनां त्वं शक्रं स्थापयिता तथा देवदेवोऽसि देवानाम् इति द्वैपायनो ब्रवीत् पूर्वो प्रजानिसर्गते दक्षम् आहो प्रजापतिं स्रष्टारं सर्वभूतानाम् अङ्गीरस्त्वां ततो ब्रवीत् अव्यक्तं ते शरीरोत्थं व्यक्तं ते मनसि त्वं देवा वाक्सम्भवात् चेति देवलस्त्वासीदो भवेत् शिरसा ते दिवं व्याप्तं बाहुभ्यां प्रतिविद्य जठरं ते त्रयो लोका पुरुषोऽसि सनातनः इवं त्वाम् अभिज्ञानन्ति तपसा भाविता नरः आत्मदर्शनतृप्तानां ऋषीणां चापि सत्तमं राजर्षीणाम् उदाराणाम् अहवेशावर्तिनां सर्वधर्मप्रदानां त्वं गतिर्मधुसूदनः. So, so he explains like this. So Bhishma explains Krishna, and he is always the one. He says that the Krishna is the one. Where there is Krishna, there is always dharma, and where there is dharma, there is always victory. So it is by the yoga of that Krishna and that yoga of that Atma himself, who is the Atma of Pandavas himself, Pandavas are supported, and victory therefore is definitely theirs. So Bhishma clearly tells him that it is because of that. So, and that Krishna is always, he imparts to Pandavas the and understanding with dharma, and he is the strength in the battlefield, and he is always protects them from the danger. He is the eternal Devata. He is the pervading one, all the beings, and ever blessed, and he is the whom you ask me is known by the name as Vasudeva. And he is whom Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Shudras, having all distinct features of their own, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, all of them humbly serve and worship with restrained hearts, performing their own duties. So Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishyas, even though they have distinct forms, they are performing their own duties. They worship Vasudeva. So Bhishma says that he is also the one towards the close of Dwapara Yuga, beginning of Kali Yuga. He is known as Sankarshana, and by he is also Vasudeva also. He is the one who creates the yugas, and he is the one who ends the yugas, and he is the one all the cities, creates all this world with cities and with seas and everything, human habitation, everything. He is the one who creates it. Duryodhana then again asks, you explain about this Vasudeva as supreme being. Tell me about more about this origin of this Vasudeva. And Bhima again, Bhishma again explains about that Vasudeva, the supreme being. So we will look at this probably next time. He again explains, the explanation of Vasudeva form. We'll look at next time. Any questions for today?